Okay, though. So we're against Master Free. I wonder if he'll cheese. Probably. They've got a lot of really strong champions on their team, like Ash support for the perma CC. Annie's really, really good this patch, and then J4 is also really good. They've got a lot of really good champs, and we have a lot of not so good stuff on our. Well, I can't say not so good, but very 50-50 when I play with them champs on our team. Why did I just? You know what? It's fine. I'll just do red blue gromp. I was gonna do red wolves blue because it's faster, but it's fine. I'll do red blue gromp. Not a big deal. I forgot with the XP buffs, I could just do the wolves and get the level 3. I keep forgetting when I want to do it. I'm gonna lurk while you play some Warframe. Alright, have fun, Zen. Don't forget the part where the Tristana players blame themselves. I mean, that's anybody. Anytime you get a player on your team who watched somebody play something in pro play and then tries to copy it in solo queue, they'll instantly blame somebody else for their loss because it has nothing to do with them trying to play a champ they don't know. It's 100% your fault as the jungler. That always happens. Alrighty, we take that, and I got his red. We take those. You can do any 3 camps? No. You cannot do any 3 camps. XP got buffed this patch, so camps get 5 more XP when you kill them. I believe it's 5. It might be a little bit more, but you can't do any 3 camps. You cannot do red wolves or red chickens blue. You can't do red chickens blue and get level 3. That doesn't work. You have to kill a ward to do that. But you can do red wolves blue and get level 3, or you can do red wolves gromp, or you can do blue gromp or blue red like Krugs, but if it can't be chickens. Essentially, you cannot do chickens as one of your first 3 camps if you want to do anything like that. The chickens don't give enough XP to get you level 3 unless you kill a ward first.
How does hunger feel?
Always there.
Now.
The jungler blamed you for everything, though you were the only person on the team who could do anything. Sounds like a normal League game, Cyber. Look, if you're playing League and you're not getting flamed, are you really playing League? Like, if you're not, if you play a game of League and you, I mean, just think about it. If you don't get flamed while playing League, something's wrong. Unfortunately, he got 2 kills out of that, so that's not good. But I did get a mark, so I'm okay with it. Red Wolves blue will get you level 3. You don't, like, you can do, essentially, if you want to get level 3 by doing 2 buffs, you either do blue, or you do both buffs and then wolves, both buffs Krugs, or both buffs and Grom. You just can't do chickens. I don't know where he went. I'm very confused. We saw him and then he disappeared. That's also not good. But it is good that Triss got the kill. I do have a 10k whole top, which is very confusing. Oh, stupid Hulk shot. Rip. Oh, you used bot side. That's where he went. He went to Drake. He got Noon Quiver already because of those 2 kills he got, which is a little pain. If you want to lantern me in and then go for the kills, we can. Oh, she walked away, Sage. I wonder if this is warded even. Anyways, though, I want to go spend my gold. Good, she's on stopping my back, so I get to go spend my gold. Grab that. Because they have three, or I guess four AD champions, but essentially three auto attack champions who had auto a decent bit. Tabby are really good this game. Please don't die to Yi. Please don't give him another double kill. Zeri, please don't die. He's getting cocky. He's getting two fed from bot lane, which is really not good for me. It's alright though with a fed Triss, because Triss can ult him later on, and that helps a lot. I just need them not to beat him too much. Because then the game gets really hard for me.
All things great and small.
Die. Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Alright, Soul is up here dying again.
Tomorrow?
No, he's fine. Okay.
Never.
Triss, you robbed me, bro. You straight up robbed me. You're doing really good, so I gave her the red buff, but she straight up robbed me there. My goal. It's alright though, he died. That's all I wanted anyways. Thank you, Purple, for the sub too. Thank you guys for all the subs and follows and stuff today. I do appreciate it a good bit. Thank you, thank you.
This next one will be easy.
And if not?
What was that? I was fine there. I would have killed him. But it's okay either way. Triss has got map awareness, and she's the mid laner that you want to have every game who actually roams and puts pressure on the map. So it is what it is. Oh, but she's dead. Yeah, she got annied. Did I do anything here? As I said, I'm fine.
Ready to chase? Too bad.
Shut down.
What is that? That's a very uncoordinated die from them right there is essentially what that was. I see his ears getting nerfed again. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. He's perma-picked in pro play. Azir's perma-picked in pro play, that's why he's getting nerfed again. Unfortunately, he's just a pro play balanced champion. Your main pick? Reap. I feel bad for you, but yeah, he's very similar to Aphelios and Ryze and all those champions that are just, they're perma-balanced around pro play. If they're ever remotely good, like perma-picked in pro play and remotely good in pro play, and like if they're ever even the slightest bit good in solo queue, yeah, they get instant nerfed. It's the unfortunate truth of champions like Azir. Alright. You have some fun, Triss. I'm gonna go back to this crab and hope that it marks for me so I can get my 4th mark here. Can you mark for me, crab? You want to mark for me? Want to be my friend and mark for me? Come on. Come on. You know you want to do it. I don't even know when the last mark appeared or disappeared on the map. I wasn't looking. Come on. You know you want to mark. Thank you, buddy. I knew you wanted to mark for me. What a good friend you are. Kindred hard to pick up? In my opinion, no. Mechanically, Kindred's easy. It's just like playing an ADC without a support, so as long as you can kite, it's pretty okay. The hard part about Kindred is mainly playing the map correctly, because again, you're just an ADC without a support. You scale really well. Kiting's not super hard. Their abilities are pretty easy to use. It's just mainly playing the map. In my opinion, Kindred's not super hard to pick up now. Although I'm also biased, because Kindred was my first champion in League. Other than like 2 games of Cho'Gath, Kindred was my first champion ever, so. Yeah. Thought Ash was? What do you mean, what? I never really played Ash other than maybe like once or twice for memes. But yeah, but if you're new to Kindred now, I don't think they're super hard to pick up. I think the hardest part about picking Kindred up for new players right now would probably just be understanding how the passive works. Because a lot of people think that the passive is pure RNG and you can't do anything about it, but it is RNG to an extent, but your mark spawn in tiers, so you can manipulate the mark to spawn wherever you want other than your first mark. Which a lot of people don't understand, and it's not super hard. Like right now, because I have 4 marks, the only 4 camps can be my mark, and they can only spawn in the enemy jungle. So like the only things that can be marked are the wolves, the blue, the red, and the krugs. So if you know what those 4 camps are alive, you can essentially predict and force your next mark to spawn wherever you want it. You finally got his red. Wait, Trist is saying no, you don't get a red buff. No, he gets out finally. Oh, Trist? Trist? My dude?
Turret plating will fall soon.
Alright, Trist, I'm gonna do a dumb too. You did a dumb, it's my turn to do a dumb. No, she's one shot. Sad. She flashed, ignited me. I didn't think she had everything up. I had to try it. I was doing a dumb there. She flashed, ignite, and had everything up there. Oof. If she didn't have everything up there, I probably would have killed her too.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
He is 40 CS behind because he's not following essentially the rules of how you really should play jungle right now. That's why he's so much CS behind. He did go and kill his wolves though, so that means right now the only thing that could mark would be this if his blue's dead, but obviously if J4 kills it, it can't mark. But that's the only thing that technically could mark as long as blue is dead. But since J4 is killing that, after that, the next mark will spawn on the wolves when they respawn, unless his blue respawns in time, which again, I'm not sure if his blue is alive or not right now. Hi. I could probably fight him, but Annie's close. Can PTR conquer this game? Conquer.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, if you want to out-farm most people in the league right now, just play into the jungle the way that a lot of people suggest. Just play it quadrant by quadrant. If you're going to gank somewhere, gank and then go clear a quadrant, or clear the quadrant then gank. Don't stop halfway through a quadrant and like screw up your camp timers, and just keep clearing quadrant by quadrant. Like right here, I should be going to clear my krugs, but I'm not, and it's not really worth it to do that because I get nothing out of it. Just focus on clearing the quadrant and just keep going from quadrant to quadrant while you go for ganks and stuff in between quadrants. Because it keeps you on an average pace of farming well, so you end up really far ahead of farm, and you're still getting pressure on the map. And it keeps you at a good place gold-wise, too. That's only if you want to try hard and win every game, though, which is pain. Sometimes it's just not fair. By full clearing, the odds goes down to only a couple camps. Essentially, because it spawns in tiers, yeah. So, like, right now, we know... See, there's the wolf mark that I was talking about earlier, by the way. It just spawned on the wolves. Because I know that only 4 camps in my current tier set can be marked, you can force the mark to spawn exactly where you want it to be, and it's very useful in that regard. So like when you know what's like in each tier set where things can be spawned, it helps you a lot. Thank you, Azrael, as well for the sub. Appreciate it. Here, I'll put it at the bottom left of the screen. If you look, there's where all the marks can spawn based on how many marks you have. And they can only spawn in the enemy jungle. They can never spawn in your jungle. So based on how many marks you have there, that's where the enemy mark can spawn. So like, for example, now that I know that his wolves are dead and his red obviously isn't going to respawn yet, his blue spawning here should be the next mark unless the Krugs respawn in time. But odds are the Krugs aren't going to respawn in time, so then this blue should be my my 8th mark. So I come over here, and then I'll start working on this. And unless Krugs are up, this will mark here in a second. So I'm going to kill it slowly. Okay, the Krugs are up, so yeah, the Krugs marked up there. But yeah, it's essentially just a process of elimination with knowing what's alive and what's not, and you can just get the mark guaranteed that way. But if multiple things are alive at once, like the Krugs and the blue are alive, it's 50-50 between those two camps of what can mark. And because the Z is not clearing very well, a lot of his camps are alive right now, so it's really easy to have multiple options. But you just use process of elimination based on the camps that are based on the tier set you're in for where the mark can spawn. You can also get marks, obviously, by getting an assist off of a marked champion, but yeah, you're not always going to have somebody marked. Another thing about marks, too, is it takes 8 seconds for your mark to change after you click your mark on somebody, so if you know they're going to die within 8 seconds, it's not worth changing your mark at that point. You're just wasting your mark and putting it on cooldown. Like, watch, just like, for example, I clicked mark on Ashe, but we just killed her, so I don't get a mark off of her, and I have to wait 8 seconds, and now I can't change my mark again for the next 68 seconds to get another mark off of somebody else. So it wasn't worth me changing my mark like that. You know? It's one of those things where you just have to pay attention to stuff like that, and just kind of make sure that if you're, like, you're not going to get a mark off of everybody you kill. It's just not going to happen because of stuff like that. So now Ashe is marked, but we killed her too fast, so I didn't get the mark. It's one of those things where you just kind of, you're not going to guaranteed get him all the time, so don't forcefully change your mark constantly if you're going to kill somebody fast. I'm not going to take the gold from Soul, but I am going to be around just to cover him.
More lie ahead, dear wolf.
I hope what I said made sense there. I don't really know if it made sense there. What's the best candy? Warheads. 100% warheads. Or anything super sour, really. I just like sour stuff.
A sharper blade makes for a cleaner death.
Licorice? I like black licorice. I don't like normal licorice.
Follow the tracks.
Well hunted, dear wolf.
Oh, I'm a sociopath? What do you mean? What's awful? Why does everybody act like black licorice is, like, terrible? Black licorice is delicious, okay? Thank you, Sagi, for the sub as well. Appreciate it. Okay, so Baron's my mark now. And he's dead.
An enemy has been slain.
Is a hope
Double kill.
promise.
I think me and Zeri can do all this. The reason I want to do it is because, again, it's my mark, so I just want to do it because we can. Well, if Zeri comes over here and actually helps me. Thanks for a second, maybe. Chris is almost here. I'm committing. I ain't backing away. Nice, nice.
I smell prey.
What is the point of marks? So what do they do? Each mark makes your basic ability slightly stronger, and it makes at certain amounts of marks you gain extra auto attack range. So every pretty much every time you Q as Kindred, after you Q for the next 4 seconds, you gain attack speed temporarily. So you gain extra attack speed every time you get a mark on the Q. You get extra percent current HP damage every time your W hits something, and you gain percent missing health damage every time your E hits something. And then at certain marks, like at 4 marks, you gain 75 range, and every 3 after, you gain 25 more range. So at certain mark thresholds, you also gain, why is E in that bush? You gain extra range. The main things that makes marks really useful is, the main things that makes the marks useful is, the range and the attack speed. I saw Yi go in there, and nobody was paying attention to me when I was saying he was in that bush.
You are, dear wolf.
Hi, Chi, how you doing, baby? No, Zaddy. Get to me in time. Nope, didn't get to me in time. I Ash and Jin, to be fair. I have such a massive gold lead on this E. I have so much farm ahead of him, plus the kills and things. Yeah, that's a GG. They can't stop us. Alright, not a bad game. Even though it's not the most action-packed game, I think I'm going to upload this just because it was a pretty good game and there's some informative stuff for people who are new to the champion and stuff, so I think I will upload that. So people on YouTube, if you do enjoy this and stuff, you should leave a like and comment and stuff and all that stuff. If you don't enjoy it, then don't. Easy. But yeah, let's see how much damage I did this game. I'm going to honor that Triss, though. That Triss popped off. Wait, how much LP? I don't even know how much I accidentally skipped the LP screen. I don't know how much I gained for that. I only did 12k damage, which is fine. Did a lot more than Yi. Yeah, I had 4k gold up on Yi there. That's pretty nice. There's the damage, second most damage on the team and stuff, but yeah. There's runes too. Worked out pretty well. We take those, yeah.